What's up everyone, I am Chase here at Rocky Mountain ATVMC coming at you with the Great Basin Saddlebag from Giant Loop. So back in around 2009, Giant Loop, a company that comes out of Bend, Oregon, came out with their first horseshoe-shaped design. They've been refining them over the years, making them better and better. And today, we are showing you the Great Basin. Now, the reason that these bags are so popular is you can see from the unique shape of them that they're designed to fit onto motorcycles that do not have a side rack system. So you don't need a side rack system. So with the Great Basin Saddlebag, what you're getting here is 68 plus liters of capacity. They mount up really easy, which is a nice touch, and they have really good construction. And you can see when you have this mounted here on this KTM 1090, they do a great job with the design of it. It stays out of the way of the rider extremely well. So you can still stand up, work hard on the bike. You've got a lot of room to move around. This bag's not going to interfere with your riding with it, which is a nice touch. Now keep in mind with the Great Basin, this bag is designed to fit onto your larger adventure and touring motorcycles. And the reason I say that is because the cutout in the middle is going to be wider to accommodate your wider seat. So if you do have like a smaller adventure bike, say a DRZ 400 or a KTM 690, check out the Coyote saddlebag. Same design, same construction, it's just going to have a little bit less capacity, but it's going to have a narrower opening to accommodate your narrower seat. So just keep that in mind. So at the Great Basin, what we'll do is we'll talk about construction. We'll show you all the storage space that you're getting and and then to finish it all up, we're going to talk about mounting, how you get this put onto the motorcycle. So with Giant Loop, one thing that these guys do not slack on is when it comes to construction and really good durability. So with the Great Basin, you're going to get 22-ounce vinyl coated polyester reinforced with ballistic nylon. So you can see that vinyl coated polyester, you can see that ballistic nylon that they reinforce it with. Down here where the bag is more vulnerable, you're going to get that reinforcement, which is nice. They use a custom woven ballistic webbing for their straps down here at the anchor points. So really, Giant Loop wants to make sure these bags are going to last an incredibly long time, do a great job. And us at Rocky Mountain, we've been using Giant Loop gear for years on our adventure rides. And if there's anyone that knows how to put adventure gear through the test, well, I'm going to say it's us, because we spend a lot more time off-road than we do on. So we can tell you from firsthand experience that these bags do last a very long time. And you're also going to have really good stitching, bomb-proof stitching on this bag. So again, just overall really good construction. And what's nice about this bag is it's pretty much waterproof. They're not going to say waterproof because there's not going to be waterproof seams, but it's about as close to waterproof as you are going to get. But you are going to have the ability to make it waterproof, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. So when it comes to your storage capacity, like I said, you're going to have 68 plus liters of capacity. And what I really like that Giant Loop did with this bag is the old version had a big zipper that went all the way around it to close it up. Well, they've gone away from that, and they are now going to have roll top closure. So if we open this up, you're going to have two straps on the side to compress the bag down. It's another thing that I like that I've done here real quickly is you can see you've got these compression straps on the side, two up here at the top to secure it down, and you're going to have three compression straps here in the back. And if I undo these are going to attach to this beaver tail, which really allows you to cinch this bag down tight, get it nice and close to the motorcycle. So if we undo those buckles, there is going to be your roll top closure. So you open that up, so you can see there's your 68 liters of capacity. Now the reason I say plus is because if you wanted to or needed to, you're going to have 68 liters of capacity when you're going to have 3 to 4 rolls and this is all the way closed down. But if you needed more space, you can actually just do one less roll and then clamp it down, and that's going to give you some extra storage space. So if you needed to take that route, you could. Just remember though that the less you roll this up, you could possibly get dust and water in there. So keep that in mind. But with it all the way open, on the inside here, this bag is going to come included with 3 double-ended roll top closure dry bags. Now these are going to have radio frequency welded seams, so these are 100% waterproof. And one thing that I love that Giant Loop has done is you're going to have this valve here. So a lot of times with these double-ended bags, you roll them up and then you clamp them, you get a lot of air in there. It's hard to get it out. So with these, what you do is you open this valve, press it down, you can hear the air come out, and then you just close it back up and you can see the bag stay nice and tight, nice and compressed. So on the inside, you're going to have 3 of these dry pods. They're going to come included. You're going to have one that goes across the top. You're going to have one that goes down each leg. So if you want, you can put your gear in here. Now a nice thing about these dry pods is even if you're not too concerned about your gear getting wet, you know, if it's hot, dry summer day and you're not going to have rain, I still like to put gear in these because when I get to my destination, whether it's a camping spot or a hotel, I can just take the whole dry pod out with all my gear. I don't have to try and take all my gear out of the bag. So it's easier just to take the gear with me. So keep that in mind. And remember, you're going to get 3 of these that do come included, and they are going to be 100% waterproof. So I'll put this back in real quick. All right, so there it is. There's the bag fully closed back up. Now, a lot of riders are probably going to be asking the question, well, can you add additional luggage to this bag if you need additional storage space? And the answer is yes. So what Giant Loop recommends is, you can see they've actually included several lash loops on here. So they actually recommend you could do the possible pouch, or their side compression straps are actually going to integrate with the Rogue bag or the Tillamook dry bag. So you do have the ability to add additional Giant Loop gear that's going to integrate with this bag. So keep that in mind. And also, Giant Loop makes really good tank bags. So if you need some storage space at the front of your bike, check out their tank bags as well. Another thing you could do is, here in the rear, you can see after I've got this mounted up, I still have some storage space on the rear rack. So if you wanted to, you could take a duffel bag and actually just secure it to the back of the rack here, and using this beaver tail gives you a nice anchor point. So if you got some straps, you could actually strap down an additional bag to the rear of the bike as well. Now, how these mount up is actually very simple. Like I said before, it took me about 10, maybe 15 minutes to get this bag mounted up and ready to go. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna place the bag on the motorcycle. Remember, you want it far enough back that you're gonna have plenty of room to work around and move on the bike. You set it in place. Now, these anchor straps that you're gonna have down here in the front, those are gonna go either around the passenger foot peg mounts, or if you don't have any passenger foot pegs on the bike, if you took those off, for example, you can go around the subframe of the motorcycle as well. So you're gonna secure those. You're not gonna get them totally tight just yet. And then here in the back of the bag, so you're gonna have the 3 compression straps attached to your beaver tail. But at the bottom, where those connect to the bag, you're also going to have your 3 nylon straps that you can secure to the rear rack of the motorcycle. So you take these, you're gonna loop them through, secure them, and then once you have that in place and you have your 2 lower straps anchored, then you're just gonna cinch everything down. And once you do that, you can see this bag stays in place really well. It doesn't move around. They did a good job with the mounting. Now, one thing you do want to keep in mind with these 3 straps in the rear, if you don't have a rear rack, it could be a little difficult to get that installed. So I would definitely recommend making sure you have a rear rack or some sort of anchor point for these 3 straps in the back. But other than that, that's all you're gonna do for mounting. It's very simple. Again, 10, maybe 15 minutes to get this installed, and you're ready to go. Now, the last thing I want to point out when it comes to mounting is, once you have this bag secured and you have it where you want it, look at your exhaust. You want to make sure this bag is not getting too close to your exhaust. I have seen riders before have these bags mounted on their bikes and they burn a hole through them because they didn't use the heat shield that comes included from Giant Loop, and they burn a hole right in the back. So Giant Loop's going to include their heat shield. So even if you don't think you're too close, just install it. In my opinion, it's gonna come included, so why not put on your exhaust? So it's really simple. It's gonna come with a clamp included. You're just gonna secure around your exhaust pipe. You're just gonna put it in a location that's gonna be a good barrier between your exhaust and your bag, and you'll be good to go. It's gonna give you some added peace of mind and definitely protect your big investment that you're making with these bags. But other than that, it's gonna be very simple, very straightforward. If you guys have questions about mounting, we'll just make sure to comment below, give us a call, or chat live online, and we will definitely get your questions answered. Now, last thing that I will touch on when it comes to security, I know a lot of riders have the fear, well, what if I leave the bag on the bike? Is it still gonna be there in the morning? Well, Giant Loop actually does have a security pass-through that you can pass a cord through to secure this to the bike if you did want to do that. But there it is. That is the Great Basin saddlebag coming from Giant Loop. Again, 68 plus liters of capacity. You're getting those dry bags included. They mount easily, and most importantly, you don't need a side rack system for this bag to be installed. So head over to our website at RockyMountain-ATVMC.com to check these out. And do not forget, Giant Loop, they make a lot of other great storage accessories for your motorcycle as well. So make sure you check those out. And do not forget, orders over $75 are always going to ship free. I'm Chase at Rocky Mountain, and we'll see you on the trails.